welcome again, everyone, for tonight's Delaray Information Session 2024. So we'll bring you all today through overview of tonight's information session. So we'll be touching about, I'll give an overview about Quantum, the roles of Quantum as the OC manager and also Club Delaray Management Services provider, the Delaray structure, what is an owner's corporation, owner's obligation, the three owners corporations, and also how they connect to Club Delaray. And the third one, we touch on the Club Delaray operations, the purpose of the club and who operates the club and the club membership. And fourth part, we talk about the governance and compliance, the owners corporation and committee operations, meetings such as AGM and committee meetings, and compliance management. Fifth part, we'll be talking about the communication and community, how and when Quantum community with a lot owners, co-residents, and club members, events and activities. And we will lastly report on the frequently asked questions, the top questions that Delaray management team often encounters. Lastly, we have an open question and answer sessions where what we can help to clarify for you. So I'll hand over to Taranga.
Thank you very much, Sam. So on the first topic, as Sam mentioned, we'll touch who we are, who Quantum is, what services we provide to the owners corporation and for Club Delaray. As mentioned before I go into the former slide, I just want to let members know that if you have any questions, please do put your questions in the Q&A chat box, and we are happy to answer them for you. Or if you do hit your raise hand button on the Zoom screen, we'll bring you via audio, and you can ask the question directly from us as well. As the Quantum, with regards to Quantum, just go one slide back about Quantum. Quantum provides the owners corporation management services for the three Delaray owners corporations within the Delaray community. So Quantum United Management specializes in master plan communities. As you know, there are different types of owners corporations within Victoria. Some are high rises, some are townhouse complexes, and some are greenfield developments such as yours, the Delaray community. So Quantum United currently manages only greenfield development owners corporations. There we do have about 30 members within our team, and we do provide services from owners corporation management to club management, compliance management, and consulting services for owners corporations. Our specific role at Delaray consists of two roles for Quantum United Management. Our first role is as the we provide the owners corporation management services. The owners corporation management services consist of managing your three owners corporations within the community, which we provide accounting services, insurance services, managing of documentation of the owners corporation, organizing meetings for the owners corporation, as well as providing industry guidance to the committee members as well as lot owners of the owners corporation. Our second role within the Delaray community is providing the club management services for the Club Delaray Limited, which is Club Delaray Limited is run under the legislation of the corporations legislation. So we provide the management services for Club Delaray as well. So those are services that we provide for Club Delaray, which is processing of membership fees and providing the booking system for facilities, making sure there's appropriate insurances, license and operator permits for the club, maintain the club assets, contractor management, and as normal, the accounting and financial services for the club. Now we'll touch on detail with regards to the owners corporation services that we provide. I will touch on the 5 services that we have noted on the screen here. We'll touch on them in detail. With regards to the accounting services from Quantum, so they're basically providing the full financial services for the owners corporation, such as opening and operating the trust account under the owners corporation names, the trust bank accounts, keeping records of all income and expenditure of the owners corporation, preparing financial statements when required by the owners corporation committee, as well as end of the financial year, preparing those financial statement and submitting to an external auditor for the accounts to be audited. Also drafting owners corporation budgets for the review of the owners corporation committees, and also then thereafter submitting those budgets at the AGMs every year. Quantum also issues fee notices and final fee notices on behalf of the owners corporation. So those fee notices, even though Quantum issues them to lot owners, we are issuing them on behalf of lot owners, and we keep a record of all these fee notices issued under the legislation. Another item with Quantum is fee recovery or debt recovery management of the owners corporation fees. As you know, it is the responsibility of the owners corporation members to pay their fees on time, and when the owners corporation does not receive fees on time, the Quantum item management follows this six-step process in recovering the owners corporation fees on behalf of the owners corporation. As you can see, step one is we issue the fee notices at least 30 days prior to the due date. Thereafter, 1 day after the due date, we issue a courtesy SMS text message advising lot owners if they're in arrears of that particular fees. Thereafter, 7 days past the due date, lot owners would receive a final fee notice. Step 1 and 3 are legislative requirements that the owners corporation needs to send out to issue to lot owners. Step 2, 4, 5, and 6 are steps that are done in order to recover owners corporation fees. Step 4, 5, and 6 are steps that we carry out when owners corporation members have outstanding fees beyond 2 quarters. As passed by the last AGM, which happened last year, the resolution was that the owners corporation recover fees via a formal method, via a legal method, if owners corporation members have outstanding fees for 2 or more quarters. And that means if that threshold has been passed, then the owners corporation, on behalf of the owners corporation, Quantum will be following step 4, 5, and 6 in order to recover the fees. Next item is providing insurance, arranging insurance services for the owners corporation. So Quantum United Management has engaged a third-party broker who provides, goes out to the market and provides us at least with 2 to 3 quotes on before the insurance expires, and the owners corporation committee makes that decision on the renewal process. And also, if there's any insurance claims that come on behalf of the owners corporation or the common property, Quantum United Management team would assist in lodging those insurance claims on behalf of the owners corporation. Further, we assist with documentation. We maintain all documents that are related to the owners corporation. We maintain the register of lot owners. That means register means all the contact details, the lot information, mailing preferences that each lot owner might have. So we maintain the owners corporation register, and it is the responsibility of all lot owners to inform the owners corporation manager within 28 days if they have changed their contact information or the postal information, which is a requirement under the owners corporation legislation, that the lot owner informs the manager and keep the owners corporation register up to date. We also issue owners corporation certificates to lot owners or potential lot owners, as well as conveyancers and other third parties upon request. Owners corporation certificate is a document that is included within your section 32. A part of the contract of sale is a legal document that needs to be obtained from the owners corporation, which gives all the information about an owners corporation in that certificate, and also will include any outstanding fees for a particular lot. If the owners corporation certificate is based for a particular lot, it'll give you information about that lot as well. Further, we keep records of owners corporation minutes, motions, fee notices, and special fee notices, as well as ballots issued. Under the legislation, we are required to hold this information at least up until 7 years. So we do hold, even though we legislation requires only 7 years, all this information is held by the owners corporation manager indefinitely and then passed on to a new manager if the owners corporation moves on to a new management firm. Next part of our management services is meetings, which is organizing and holding meetings, which are annual general meetings and committee meetings. As you know, there's 3 owners corporations within the Delaray community. So we normally hold 3 separate AGMs, and we hold 3 sets of committee meetings as well for your community. For the meetings, we also prepare the AGM documents, which includes agendas, any decisions, any information papers that are required to be included with the AGM pack, and which are normally issued at least 14 to 21 days before the AGM. The legislation requires us to issue all AGM documents 14 days prior to the meeting. As you know, your AGM is coming up next week, and we have already issued your AGM documents in line with the legislative requirements. We also prepare and record minutes of meetings, which are for AGMs as well as committee meetings. Further, we provide guidance to owners corporation committees and lot owners. As you know, the owners corporation is governed by a specific legislation, so we provide guidance on how to operate an owners corporation for its members and its committee. Next, we'll touch on the structure of Delaray. So we'll talk on how the OCs connect to Club Delaray, talk on what is an owners corporation as well as OC member or lot owners obligation towards the owners corporations. As I mentioned earlier, there is 3 parcels of land or 3 subdivisions within Delaray estate, which means 3 owners corporations. So when the developer plan to construct Delaray, Delaray estate within the Clyde North area, they had to purchase 3 parcels of land. Each parcel of land is a plan of subdivision. So they could not combine these 3 plans of subdivision together. So they had to leave it at 3 different, they registered at 3 different parcels, which became 3 different owners corporations. So each owners corporation, the owners corporation which has PS 730320K, which was the first plan of subdivision that was registered. And that specific plan of subdivision is where the owners corporation common property lies on. Common property means the land that the club sits on belongs to that specific owners corporation. And the owners corporation, which we know as Delaray 1, has a master lease or a head lease agreement with the club to provide the land to the club on a peppercorn lease on behalf of providing access to its lot owners. Delaray 2 and 3, 2 was the second parcel of land that registered. 3 was the third parcel of land that was registered. So 2 and 3 has a resident agreement with the club. So for a membership fee, the owners corporation members do get access to the club facilities. So normally, basically, all owners corporation fees are identical. So there's no difference between each owners corporation except the 3 different owners corporations that we manage. Most of the expenses of the owners corporations are relatively the same. So this is a quick diagram that we show how the owners corporation, the club, and the services connect. As you can see under the owners corporation, which are the lot owners, the owners corporation is overseen by the committee of the owners corporation, which the committee is elected at every AGM. The owners corporation operates under a specific legislation, which is called the Owners Corporations Act 2006. As you know, the owners corporation has its own rules as well. The owners corporation members contribute their share of owners corporation fees in order for the operations of the owners corporation, as well as the operation of almost 90% of your fees goes towards owners corporation fees goes towards the operation of the club facilities. So the club facility, which is you can see Club Delaray Limited, which is currently overseen by a board of directors. The initial board of directors would normally step down from the club 2 years after the last lot has been sold. So currently the last lot has been sold within the Delaray community, which means within the next 2 years, within the coming 2 years, the current board will step down, and a membership board, which is from the owners corporation lot owners, can be elected to the board after that 2 years has expired. That means there can be up to 7 members in the board, and that mostly once the resident members take over the board, there'll be up to 7 members who will be operating the board and the club operations. Also, the club runs under another specific legislation, which is the corporations legislation. So there's 2 legislations within your community that we need to manage, and also the club reports to ASIC as it's a limited liability entity. The club, also, in order for the club to operate, the club has engaged the club management services, further the facilities management or the resident club management service, which is the on-site team. The club engages contractors for various services, engages utility services providers to provide electricity, gas, as well as water, and also hold community activities and events for the benefit of all residents. So that's a diagram that shows how the club and the owners corporation and its services connect to one another. So now we'll touch on what an owners corporation is. As we mentioned earlier, when a plan of subdivision is registered with land data initially, then an owners corporation is created. So each owners corporation is its own legal entity. That means we have got previously many questions before. Why can't all 3 owners corporations be combined together? Unfortunately, it is not possible to be done because there are 3 parcels of land. There are 3 parcels of subdivisions. If it could have been done, if there was a possibility, the developer would have done it at the initial state, but as there was no possibility of combining all 3 parcels of land to make one large plan of subdivision, we have there's 3 subdivisions within the owners corporation, within the Delaray community. When an owners corporation is registered with land data, any lots that is created within that owners corporation, or any lot owner who purchase a lot within that owners corporation automatically becomes a member of that specific owners corporation. And any rules that the owners corporation has are binding on all lot owners, their tenants or residents who live within that owners corporation. I touched on earlier as well with regards to legislation. The owners corporation legislation is passed by the Victorian Parliament, which is called the Owners Corporation Act and the Owners Corporation Regulation 2018. So they are the framework that is provided, or a framework that the owners corporation must operate under. The owners corporation must not go beyond the framework of those legislations. When the owners corporation go beyond that, the owners corporation can fall into trouble with the legal system if they go beyond that. So as I said, an owners corporation is all the lot owners within that planned subdivision. So if you are a member of a specific owners corporation, you are the owners corporation. We'll touch on the lot owner obligations. So there are 2 main obligations as a lot owner within an owners corporation. It can be your owners corporation, it can be a high-rise building, it can be a townhouse complex. All lot owners have 2 major obligations towards the owners corporation. This is as a part of the legislation. So the first obligation is the financial obligation. The financial obligation basically is the lot owners are required to contribute or pay their share of budgeted owners corporation expenses as per the approved budget. So lot owners might ask, might say, I'm not using the club facilities. Why should I pay my owners corporation fees? I'm not using any facilities of the owners corporation. Yes, we do understand that some lot owners may not use all the facilities of the owners corporation and the club, but as you are a member within that specific owners corporation, you're legally required to contribute to your owners corporation fees and pay them on time as well. Another question that we regularly get is, what does the owners corporation fee go towards? The owners corporation fee goes towards the management of the owners corporation, which is about 10% of your owners corporation fees, and the rest of the owners, about 90% of your owners corporation goes towards the operation and management of the club Delaray Limited. Another question was, why does an owners corporation member pay fees if they do not use the facilities, which I've already answered that earlier. And the next question is, what happens if the fees are not paid by the due date? When the fees are not paid by the due date, the member would start incurring interest on outstanding fees. So the interest is not charged by Quantum, the interest is charged by your owners corporation. So if you look at the financial documents that were provided, financial statements that were provided with the AGM pack, you would see in the income section, you would say interest on arrears. So that income goes towards your owners corporation. And basically that is there. The legislation allows the owners corporation to charge that interest in order to encourage lot owners to pay fees on time, or discourage lot owners not paying fees on time, because owners corporation needs to have the cash flow in order for it to operate. The next obligation under the legislation is complying to the owners corporation legislation, rules, and the regulations that are set under the framework. So each lot owner must legally adhere to the Owners Corporation Act, its regulations, as well as the Owners Corporation rules. Next, we will touch on club operations. What's the purpose of the club? So the club has its own constitution, which says why the club was constructed and what it needs to deliver to the three owners corporations. The purpose of the club is to provide recreational facility to the members of the owners corporation, household members, and their tenants. This includes as well providing community events and activities for the members of the owners corporation. Currently the club is operated by a board of directors, which is 3 members. As we mentioned earlier, upon completion of the project, which is completion of the project plus 2 years based on the constitution, the current board of directors will automatically step down, and a board of directors from the 3 owners corporations will be elected for a maximum of 7 members. Currently, there are 3 membership groups as per the constitution of the club. The first membership group is the foundation member, which is the developer. Second membership group is the owner members. Owner members are lot owners who within the Delaray community, whose name is on the title of their lot. A resident member is members who reside with you in your property, who is not on the title of the lot. So when if I go back on the first point with regards to the election of the owners, the board of directors, it is the owner members who have the right at an AGM of the club to vote, and also vote in that AGM, and also stand for the to be in the board. But if you wish, you're always welcome to give a proxy to a member that you trust to stand on behalf of you for the board of directors. Next one, we'll touch on the resident club management team. So as you know, there's an on-site team based at Club Delaray. The team members normally are there from Monday to Friday between 8:30 and about 6 o'clock in the afternoon. Some days they do go late than that as well. But on the weekend, there are team members who are there from Saturday, it is 9 to 4, and Sunday, it is 9 to 3. So the club management is about a 70-hour staffing contract that they have with QCMS. So there is coverage of 70 hours throughout the week. The club team provides membership management services to the members, does member engagement, management of the assets of the owners corporation, making sure they're maintained, contractors are engaged whenever they're necessary, planning of events and activities, also assisting with events and activities as well, implementing any health protocols that are required under the regulation as well. As you know, the club has a pool facility, so we need to adhere to the public health requirements that come under managing a pool. So the club team members provide that service as well as risk management. Next, we'll touch on compliance and governance. We will touch on the AGM's committee as well as the compliance management. As touched on earlier, every owners corporation needs to hold an AGM. So as there is three owners corporation within your community, so we hold 3 AGMs every year in line with the Act. And the Act requires the owners corporation to hold its AGM no less than 15 months past the previous AGM. So that's a requirement. So we have stuck to the legislative requirements, and we will be holding your AGM next week and the following week as well to cover across all 3 owners corporations. So members would have, in the AGM documents, you would have seen specific motions. So those motions are required to be passed every year so that the owners corporation can operate. So we have put specific motions. Members who attend in the AGM will get the opportunity to vote on these motions. And also, if members do have any fees that are in arrears, the Act requires lot owners to be financial or fees paid up to date and no arrears towards the owners corporation to vote in such motions at the AGM. Also at the AGM, a committee is elected. A committee can have a maximum of 7 members. So currently, across the 3 owners corporations, there is one owners corporation has 4 members, the other owners corporation has I think 4 members, another owners corporation only 3 members. So the owners corporation each owners corporation can have up to 7 members elected to the committee. That committee holds the position until the next AGM, and at the next AGM, the committee members will automatically step down and a new committee is formed. The same committee members can put their hand up to be on the committee, but that committee of that year needs to step down and a new committee elected each year. Some of the duties that the owners corporation committees have is financial management. Financial management is making sure any contracts the owners corporation engages with, manage those contracts, sign off on those contracts, negotiate those contracts on behalf of the owners corporation. Enforcing owners corporation rules. Your Delaray community has owners corporation rules registered against all 3 OCs with land data, which are enforceable, and making sure those rules are enforced by the owners corporation, as well as attending meetings. Currently, owners corporation has 2 meetings per year. So making sure the members attend those meetings, as well as handling of complaints. If a member within your owners corporation lodges a formal complaint towards the owners corporation, we call upon the owners corporation committee to hold a complaint, a grievance meeting between the parties to the complaint and to arrive at a resolution. So those are the main. There are a lot of tasks under the Owners Corporation Act the committee needs to perform. These are some of the main tasks that come across for your Owners Corporation. The next touch on compliance management. As you know, as you'd have seen as well, the owners corporation carries out committee inspections to make sure that the lot owners are adhering to the owners corporation rules. Mainly, what the compliance team look out for is general appearance of lots, upkeep of yard area, which is a front yard area, as well as nature strip maintenance and signage on private property. We do also um, capture things where caravans are parked on lots as well. Just want to let you know, if a caravan is or a vehicle is parked on the street, the owners corporation does not have any right to enforce local laws, which are the council and council laws. But if it is parked on a lot, a caravan that's parked on a lot that is visible, then the owners corporation can um, issue a compliance notice in line with the Owners Corporation Act. I also just want to make sure, if anything, I know we do get a lot of complaints about a lot of vehicles parked on roadways where other vehicles cannot move through. Unfortunately, the Owners Corporation does not have jurisdictions to enforce local laws. What we can do is, as you provide us with a photo and the location, we are happy to send them across to the local council, and hopefully the council members will get some enforcement agents down there to inspect and then apply the council laws accordingly. We do have a question that hands raised by John Charles. Yes, hi John, how are you?
Yeah, good, thank you. Now, I just wanted to know why we get told that we've got to keep our property looking neat and tidy, and you walk around the area and there's so many houses that look absolutely atrocious, and 9 times out of 10 they're people that are renting here, not the actual owners. Aren't the owners still responsible?
Yes, that is correct. Yes, or ultimate responsibility falls on the lot owner. So what our compliance management process is, what I'll jump onto the next screen. I'll touch on exactly how the compliance management process works. That'll give you an idea exactly how we progress through the compliance management system. But you're correct, John. It is the lot owner's responsibility to inform their tenants. Or what we do is, if we do have information about a property manager recorded with our system, then we inform the property manager as well if there's a non-compliance matter on a specific lot.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. So I'll move to the next slide. So this there's a lot of words and a lot of items on this presentation slide here, but this is the compliance management process that we follow in order to inform lot owners about non-compliance matters. So firstly, let's start about from number of hours the compliance teams out there. So the compliance teams out there, 8 hours a month, that is about 4 hours a fortnight, carrying out compliance inspections. Unfortunately, that's the number of hours that's provided to us in order to provide the compliance management service on behalf of the Owners Corporation. So that means it would normally take the compliance management team at least 8 weeks to capture the entire estate, or to go at one circle of compliance management through the entire estate. The reason is that when a compliance team member goes out and they identify a matter, say for example, lot 1, I know there's no lot 1 within the community, so that's why I took that example. Lot 1 has a non-compliance matter on their lot, which is, would say, front yard not maintained. So when the compliance team captures the specific non-compliance matter, we'll go through the process which says that's the start of the non-compliance process. And when that's captured, the lot owner or the property manager, we do have the details, are issued with a letter, a courtesy letter, informing of the non-compliance matter, as well as our team would also place a postcard which says there's a non-compliance matter open against the lot, so that if it is a tenant, they'll come to aware of it before even the property manager or the lot owner forwards that information across. Once Thereafter, what we do is after 14 days, we need to go, the team needs to go back again to reinspect any lot that was open previously or 14 days ago, where the matter was open, to reinspect that lot. So if the matter still has been resolved, then we just close it off. If it is unresolved, then on the reinspection day, they are issued with a letter of demand, which provides them further 14 days to rectify the matter. So our team would again come back after 14 days and reinspect the property. If it still continues to be unresolved, then the owners corporation would have no option but proceed to the formal notices that are required under the legislation to be issued out to these lot owners. So the first notice under the legislation is section 155, which is a notice to rectify a breach. So what we would do is we'd prepare a formal document that is required under the legislation, fill out the information of the lot owner, fill out all the evidence relating to that specific breach from the day it was commenced, and any correspondence with the lot owner with regards to rectifying this matter. Combine all these documents and issue that specific letter to the lot owner, to provide the lot owner with 28 days notice to rectify the matter, and that is issued via registered post. Once that 28 days has expired, we are required to carry out a reinspection, and if the matter still continues to be outstanding, then the legislation advises us we need to issue a final breach notice, which is a section 157. It also has a specific form that we need to complete. Our compliance team would complete that specific form. Similar to 155, we'll complete all the relevant sections, including all evidence of the breach or the non-compliance matter, and issue via registered post another letter to the lot owner. If it still continues to be unresolved, the legislation requires us to convene a grievance meeting. So we can fill out a specific document that's required and convene a grievance meeting with the specific lot owner as well as the owners corporation committee to try to find a resolution, exactly discuss with the lot owner, saying why it's been taking that time to rectify the matter, or if there's any hurdles in rectifying the matter to come to a mutual understanding or a resolution. Once a grievance meeting has commenced, and if a lot owner does not attend, or even if a lot owner attends and the owners corporation and lot owner are unable to come to a resolution, then the owners corporation needs to proceed across to VCAT for a final resolution. Until we follow these, the specific chart that we have here, the owners corporation cannot proceed to VCAT unless we follow all these steps that are required under the legislation. So section 155, 157, and 152, which are the formal documents as required under legislation. There is a cost involved for us to prepare those documents and carry out those re-inspections. It is unfair on lot owners who are doing the right thing for us to on charge to the owners corporation and the rest of the owners corporation bear those costs. So the owners corporation normally on charges these. Quantum United Management has a charge that we apply to the owners corporation to recover those costs, and the owners corporation will then on charge it to that specific lot who is in breach and recover those costs from that lot owner. So ultimately the lot owner pays those costs involved in those rectifications and the notices sent out. Unfortunately, it is a long process. We do have at least about over 300 compliance breaches that were issued in the last financial year. And we do have a lot of lot owners do rectifying the matters as and when they receive those notices. And there is a small percentage of lot owners who are currently does not rectify the matters on time. And sometimes they do go up to that section 155 or 157 before a matter has been resolved. So we have matters that have gone up to that stage, but there is no matter currently that has escalated to the VCAT process. So we did have a non-compliance matter that went to a grievance meeting. That's the highest a non-compliance matter has gone towards, but not beyond that to VCAT. But if if a matter is still outstanding, the Owners Corporation, with the advice of the Owners Corporation Committee, would follow that up until a resolution is received through VCAT. Next, we'll touch on how we communicate with lot owners within the Owners Corporation. So Quantum does have an app that was released to members late last year. So the app allows members to make review Owners Corporation information, such as minutes of AGMs, AGM documents, just provide the booking platform as well for the club facilities. And the app for members who are not mobile phone savvy, the app also has a similar website as well. So we can provide the URL for members who are not, we do provide the URL for members who are unable, does not want to use the app, can log into the app similar format through the website as well. We issue communication to lot owners via e-bulletins. So there's a couple of e-bulletins. The Owners Corporation does send a e-bulletin out as well. The club issues events and activity e-bulletins, as well as the on-site team, which is the QCMS team, does issue monthly e-bulletins as well on the club operations. There's a lot of activity and events at the club as well. There's a lot of, during the week, there are community activities such as yoga, Zumba, and also there's school holiday activities during school holiday periods for younger patrons of the club, and also larger events such as Easter, Halloween do take place at the club as well. John, you do have a question. You're welcome to unmute and put forward your question, please.
Am I back on?
Yes, you are.
How many houses are in the estate with the three ones you've described today? Because we were told when we bought in here, there was only going to be 1,000 houses to the Club Delaray. How many is there in total?
Total number of lots within Delaray is 1,016. 1016.
Okay, and that's the three of them?
Across all three, yes, together.
Okay, no,
Yeah.
That's okay. That's all I wanted to know.
Yeah.
Thank you.
My pleasure. Thank you very much, John. Perfect. Now we have come for the end of the formal presentation. What I would do is I would go across to a section that says frequently asked questions. So these are the questions that we get from lot owners on a regular basis. I've already touched on some, but I'll touch on the rest as well with regards to the fees and where the fees go towards. I have touched on them. The benefit of living within the Delaray community is that you would have the members of the Owners Corporation does get access to the club Delaray Limited, which has the pool, gym, function space, family room, tennis court, as well as in future there should be a co-working space coming up very soon as well. The club is currently in the process of getting the committee and the committee's feedback, the Owners Corporation 3 committees feedback, in order to set up the sales office, the previous sales office, as a co-working space. So currently they have got some formal input from an interior designer, so they're just in the process of finalizing that space. So there is those facilities within the club. They are the benefits that each lot owner gets when they purchase within the estate. We touched on what happens if the fees are not paid on the due date. Next I'll touch on is my neighbor keeps parking on my nature strip. Who can we report this to? If a lot owner is parking or neighbor is parking on a nature strip, it is best to contact the local council. Snap Sense Wall is an app that you can find on the Google Play Store or Apple iOS Store. That app can be used to lodge complaints to the local council, and we have seen across our communities when matters are lodged through that platform, they're recorded, you're given a a number as well for your complaint, and also then after that complaint has been resolved, you do get a response as well from the council. So we highly recommend members in the community to use that specific platform to report matters to the local council. Even if somebody's left a supermarket trolley within in a roadside, you're welcome to use that specific app and report them across to the council, and they'll be removed urgently and immediately. Next question is with regards to who's responsible for mowing lawns and how often they are done. So mowing of nature strips are responsibility of all lot owners within the community. From our understanding is that once a lot has been titled at the initial stage by the developer has the responsibility of maintaining that nature strip for a maximum period of 2 years. Once that's the agreement the developer has with the local council. That's across. We manage a couple of communities within Clyde and Berwick area, and that's a requirement from the local council that nature strips are maintained from the date of title for 2-year period. Once that 2-year period is ended, the responsibility of maintaining the nature strips falls back on the lot owner. So it's I know there are a few lots within the last plan of subdivision, which was recently titled a few months ago. So they are within that maintenance period, but 90% or 95% of the community with lots within Delaray are required to maintain their own nature strips. If you look at the Owners Corporation budget as well, the Owners Corporation does not collect fees or has no budgeted item for maintenance of nature strips. So it is the Owners Corporation cannot provide that service without the Owners Corporation having a special resolution in order to maintain nature strips, because maintaining individual nature strips for private lots or lots within the Owners Corporation is considered by the under the terms of the Act is considered as providing a service to a member. So providing a service to a member means the Owners Corporation is required to pass a special resolution which needs at least 50% of lot owners within the Owners Corporation agreeing to provide that specific service to members.
Charanga, I think we've got some Kadar would like to got a question.
I have you're welcome to unmute yourself. How are you today?
Yeah, great, good, thanks. Am I audible?
Yes, you are.
Yeah, great. Hi, thanks firstly for the information. It was very helpful. My question is around the wetlands. I understand that's been managed by the council, but do we have like any say in terms of like when it's not managed or when it's pretty much smelling and those sort of issues?
Thank you very much for your question, Karan. With regards to wetlands, they're not managed by the council. They're managed by Melbourne Water. So anything to do with smell or anything to do with upkeep of the wetlands needs to be reported to Melbourne Water, where it would not be council would not take any action, but it is it is an asset that belongs to Melbourne Water.
Okay, great. Thank you. But do we have like a link or something that we could, or can we as an Owners Corporation report something collectively than individually? So I guess it will make a bit difference that way.
With regards to the Owners Corporation, because Owners Corporation is only there for the Owners Corporation property, that does not, even though that is within the owners, that is within the Delaray estate, that is not a part of the Owners Corporation. So the Owners Corporation should not be legally involved with matters that are not a part within its plan of subdivision. So unfortunately, we have got in touch with Melbourne Water, and we have sent out emails across to Melbourne Water when lot owners have informed us individually, but as a collective, the Owners Corporation cannot represent a specific lot owner for matters that are outside. But we are happy to always forward any concerns that you have that you sent across to us. We normally forward saying, okay, we have got a complaint from a specific lot owner who lives close to the wetlands, can you please action it? So we ask your permission, or we ask the lot owner's permission before we send across that to Melbourne Water. We do have a customer service email address that's given to us, and we use that to report matters across to them.
Sure. Thank you.
My pleasure. Thank you very much. Perfect. Now we have come across to the frequently asked questions as well. I'll open up the floor for members who do have any questions. We do have another 6 more minutes to 7 o'clock, so we can. I'm very happy to answer those questions for you. I will stop sharing my screen. So we come to the end of the session for general Q&As. If any members do have any questions, happy for you to raise your hand. Yes, Alex, we do have a question from Alex. Hi, Alex. You're welcome to unmute and put forward your question, please.
Yes. Am I live?
Yes, you are.
Yes. Hey, mate. So I've got 2 lots. The first one I'm currently residing right now, and the other one is still vacant, where I am still in the process of building a another house. My question is this: when can I get my other card? We only have 1 card, and I believe I am entitled to have another card to have access to the Delaray Club. When can I get that?
Yes, you do. As long as you have 2 lots, yes, you can get the 1 card per lot. So have you done, what you can do is, if you can do a induction via the club, or you can reach out to the club team and say that you do have a second lot within the Delaray community, and they will copy your induction, because you already done an induction. They'll copy that information across to the new lot, and they'll provide you a card. Have you reached out to the club?
Sorry, let me call my. The guy here said that if we've got the second lot, we can get the card. What did the lady say at the office?
The start of the bill, but we're paying right now anyway.
Okay, so we have actually reached out to the club, and then we wanting to have this second card, but they say we cannot have the second card unless we start our house is being built and completed, which I don't understand what makes sense.
I'm extremely sorry, Alex. What I'll do is, Alex, I did write your name down. If you can also send a private message through the Q&A chat box, please, with your lot number, that would be great. I would reach out to the club team and get back to you first in tomorrow. Is that okay with you, Alex?
Yeah, so I'm typing right now.
Lovely. Thank you very much. Any other further questions from members who are attending this evening? Thank you very much, Alex, for your lot number. If there's no further questions from members who are present this evening, we will close for this. Alex, you have another question. Yep, welcome, Alex.
Yep. Issue resolution. So I was when I purchased the second lot, I was advised by one of the sales guy, because I noticed when I was driving all around the place that illegal dumping is so rampant. All right. Mm-hmm. So what I did was, because I'm gonna be building anytime soon, what I did was I covered my lot with a temporary fencing. Now, my neighbor adjacent to me, they started building their house, and their contractor, these guys are atrocious. They dump their diggings from the adjacent lot to my land, removing my temporary fencing without returning it, and then dumping the fence. Yep. Fortunately, I was monitoring the build constantly, hence I was able to rectify it. But the process of rectifying and talking to these builders is horrendous. I raised this concern to the Delaray community, and they say they cannot help. What can you do about it?
So, as with regards to somebody else dumping on your property, it becomes, because it becomes a civil matter, because it's between 2 properties within. So that civil matter, the owners corporation does not have authority to resolve civil matters that are not in line with the rules. So that is not
even
captured
between two, even it is between 2 owners.
Yep, if it is civil matter, the owners corporation does not have jurisdictions to involve in civil matters, Alex. So your best point of reporting would be the council for
The
dumping.
council is
Yep.
hopeless. The council is hopeless. All these complaints about the lights, about other people dumping, the council is hopeless. I'm just letting you know.
Yeah. We have reported for earlier. Recently, the dumping has become less, but initially, a few years back, when the committee initially started, there was a lot of illegal dumping happening within the Delaray community, and there
What I
was.
was hoping to hear from the Delaray community and the council is at least to have a certain level of support there, that they may have I may have another voice when I raise this concern to the council. But Delaray just wash their hands, say they can't do it, talk to the council, council said nothing we can do, raise this one here, just talk to the guys. The guy is horrendous. Hopefully the guy and that builder was bankrupt, those who they closed, but it's just horrendous. And the process, there's no support from this.
Yeah, Alex, on your question as well, with regards to the owners corporation involving in civil matters, what happens is when an owners corporation gets involved in a civil matter that is beyond the owners corporation scope, we will be putting the owners corporation. That means owners corporation means all lot owners who live within that specific owners corporation at risk of being sued for something that the owners corporation has no jurisdiction over. So that means we are putting, that's what we normally, we advise on matters. We do get similar to your concern with other communities as well. We advise of the owners corporation only dealing with the owners corporation's responsibilities under the legislation process. As long as within that process, we can advise, we can provide you guidance. But beyond that, we, as a manager, as a responsible manager, we can't advise the owners corporation committee or a member to get the owners corporation involved in such matters. It is putting the all members within that plan or subdivision at risk of being sued for something that the owners corporation has done, which was beyond their legal jurisdictions. That's
Who
the
makes the
only reason.
jurisdiction?
Yep. Sorry.
Who makes the jurisdiction?
So
Can
the
you
owners,
change the
yeah,
legislation? At least include this one in the future. I mean, there has to be some level of protection between the two parties, you know.
Legislation is done by the Victorian Parliament, Alex.
I
It
mean,
is not by, yeah.
I'm talking about our
the rules
legislation of our organization, of our
rules of the owners corporation. For the rules of the owners corporation, Alex, it needs to be, we need, in order to change the rules of an owners corporation, the owners corporation needs a special resolution, which is at least 50% of all the lot owners accepting to change the rules. Without that specific, the owners corporation, unfortunately, we need to go by the legislative guidance that's given to us, and it says that you need 50% of the lot owners, minimum of 50% of the lot owners to agree to change the rules.
It's
too late for that.
Alex, what can I suggest is also you can report to the Environment Protection Authority Victoria, which is the EPA, regarding any illegal waste disposal, which I could also forward the link to you shortly.
EPA is hopeless. I've worked with compliance, and if it's not something with construction, if it's just related to residential, they do not respond. EPA is hopeless. I've done several times. It's part of my work as an HSEC manager. Disappointing, if I tell you. Nevertheless, I am happy that that builder was bankrupt.
Yeah, I'm sorry to hear what you're going through, Alex, but unfortunately, as I said, have you got because what would the council also would ask is that have you got some sort of evidence as well?
Of
in
course,
order, if you have
I've
that,
done
then
all the reporting, but Hope Council is hopeless.
Have they given you a case number for your matter?
Case number after 6 months. After 6 months of what do you call this one? Of following up, nothing.
Yeah, because from my understanding, as soon as I'm not sure about how the KC City Council provides case numbers, but in the local area that I live in, as soon as I lodge a complaint, I get a case number emailed to me straight away. I'm not sure exactly how KC City operates.
It's probably the KC Council. My KC Council is hopeless.
Alex, I'm sorry I'm not able to help you with that, but as I said, we are guided by some sort of framework. As a manager, I can't advise the owners corporation to involve any civil matters, but hopefully they have stopped dumping on your lot. As you said, they have not the construction has stopped now. Hopefully they have stopped dumping on your property. Is that correct?
What could have been done is at least advise the builders that if ever they're going to engage in any works related to Delaray, they have to abide the rules. And one of these rules is to respect other people's lot, especially if they are fenced. And this is something that has to be at least something given the fact that everyone is expected to do the right thing here, but there's a lot of atrocious people and builders there.
Alex, I can confirm that all builders who come into Delaray from the information that we have been given by the developer is that they get a specific set of rules, like builders rules.
How do you monitor it?
Yeah.
How do you monitor their compliance?
It is not the owner's corporation, but it's the builders. It is the lot owner and the developer, because they are the ones who provide the specific rules to the builders. It is not the owner's corporation. We do not provide them any specific rules. It is the developer who provides them. So developer and the owner's corporation are two different entities. The owner's corporation is managed by the owner's corporation and its lot owners, and the developer is once the lot is sold or once the lot is titled and sold, and that is a transaction between the developer thereafter.
All right, it's fine, man.
Yeah. I'm sorry I'm not able to assist you with that specific question, but with regards to your access to the club, I'll definitely get back to you tomorrow with a response for you and make sure that you have your second access for your second property.
Yeah, yes, please do that, because
not
even that simple thing that cannot happen.
Yep. No, definitely it will happen by tomorrow for you. I can guarantee you that.
All right.
All right. Thank you very much, Alex, for your time. And Josh, thank you very much for sticking around as well. Hope everybody have a good evening. Thank you very much for joining us this evening. See you then.
Thank you,
Bye.
everyone. See ya.